Hey guys, it is Sunday, May 17th, 2026. I am out here at a little park called Fox Hill Park. This is in the city of St. Charles. And from what I can see just from the parking lot, it looks like we're going to have a good day. So hopefully that is the case. The internet, the information I could find said typically the same, pond bass, catfish, bluegill, sunfish sort of setup out here. But this looks like a very, very natural sort of feeling lake, not all concrete all the way around the edge at least. It does have a concrete, like paved trailhead path, that sort of thing. But absolutely beautiful area. Looks nice. The weather's a little warm today. We're starting out in the low 70s. It is about 8:40 a.m. I got a later start than I wanted, so here I am. Some sleepyhead here wanted to sleep in today. Sorry. But I have a few hours today, so we're going to try and make our way around this little area, see what we can catch. This being a more naturalish lake, looks like I can use an underspin and maybe, kind of see what's in here to start out with. So we'll hit that and see what happens. Anyways, hey, let's go fishing. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We're out here at Fox Hills Park in St. Charles County. Now, I have never ever fished here before. I found this on one of their websites for the local fishing parks and rec sort of thing. Now, I see out here immediately off the top, I see a whole bunch of fallen trees in the water. So I decided to go with a little trout magnet to start the day, a little float, and see if they want to play with this, because I'm not trying to be all snaggy with my little underspins. So I went with the trout magnet, and I'm going to throw this out. It's a root beer float color. Now, I will tell you, this water looks black, but it's clear. So I can see the bottom on, the entrance here. I have no idea what to expect, but I decided to start out with this just simply because it floats above the water level. And I don't know what's going on here, but I have already picked up some sludge out here. Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, and this bank is a little bit steep today, so at least right here. I don't know how it is all the way around, but this is what we're going to try with and see what we can find. Morning. So all I'm doing at this point is just trying to give it some little jiggles and wiggles while I bring it in and see if there's any kind of playful little fish down here to try and start our morning with something good. Again, I can see underwater branches, so I'm trying to kind of avoid the snaggies out here. And of course, just like any other pond, you're going to pick up all the sludge and the grossness that is in the pond here. So, yeah, you can see it's just gross. And, it's not everywhere. It's just like up against the bank. So, of course, the last little area that you got to pull your bait through, unless you, jerk it and lift it and do all that work, throw it at yourself, essentially. I was smart enough today to remember a towel, so that's a positive in the right direction. I think I'm awake enough to know that now. I got a little bit of a late start this morning. I set my alarm for 7, but not being the brightest crayon in the box at night, I set it for weekdays only, and today's a Sunday. So, yeah, I didn't wake up till about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock, and then by the time I finally got ready to go, there it is. We're at about 8:30 out here, almost 9 o'clock, 8:45, somewhere in there. It's supposed to be really hot today, so I'll probably be gone from here before 12 just because I don't want to fight the heat of the day out here, and that's just not my idea of a good time. So, okay, so let's move over here. Okay, how about right there? See what we get. This little end of the pond, it seems, with the lay down trees and all that, it seems like it should have some sort of good fish in it. Oh, okay. So that must have been a snag point because it just went under, but not enough that apparently I shot it at myself again as usual. We'll call that blooper reel beginnings. It seems to be what I'm good at over here. Okay. And we're going to work down the side of this little pond here pretty quick like because I've never been here. So I'm just giving my spots, 5-10 minutes, cast a fan around and see if there's anything in here and then moving on. Oh, that looked interesting. Did I get a bite? Yeah, it's difficult to get past some of these trees. So I'm trying to get my angles proper, but at the same time, not trying to fall in off the bank. So this should be interesting today. And, I've never fished here, so I have no idea what to expect, what to throw, or even if there's fish on this end of the pond. I have no idea. I've not seen any fish yet. I haven't seen bait fish or anything like that, so. I do see some activity, a few people walking the animals and whatnot, and out here having a good morning of nice nature time. It is a bit breezy and overcast. We did have a big storm roll through yesterday. Good morning. I just got here about 5 minutes ago, so no luck. All right, guys, I apparently am going to get out of control today in my casting. This is not a very wide area of the pond, and it looks like it kind of widens out as I go down a little bit. So, yeah, I'm probably going to end up in a tree at some point on the other side. I'm trying to cast toward the open areas over there and kind of work my way around under the tree overhangs, but we'll see what happens here. There's a ton of bugs on top of the water, which to me would have thought that would mean lots of little sunfish, baitfish, mosquito-eating bugs to be down in this area, but honestly, not seeing it. I would let go, thank you. And right now I'm only about 18, 20 inches underneath the bobber, so not trying to go too deep, and there's the tree I told you about. Dagnabbit. Come on, let go. Let go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we got it back. It shot at us, but we got it back. Blooper reels, blooper reels, blooper reels. I'm really good at blooper reels. Hopefully I'm good at catching fish, because that is the goal. Okay, we're still in action here. I thought it was a goner for sure because I hit that tree pretty solid. There we go, up underneath the branch. That's what you want. Okay, well, we may be moving down pretty quick here. We'll see what happens after this cast. This is like perfect habitat for crappie fishing, you would think, the way these trees are in the water. But honestly, I haven't seen any kind of fish whatsoever, so I don't know. The internet did not mention anything about crappie, so I have really, honestly, no idea if there's even any in here. Okay, we're going to move on down a little bit to the next open clearing over here. We'll get the camera moved over and set up so that we don't have to worry about that. But we'll be back in a few minutes. Hi guys, we're back. We moved on down about 10 to 15 feet. I decided, since I've moved out of the tree stumpy area in the bottom of the pond here, that I'm going to throw this little underspin. It's got a brown little paddle tail on it. This paddle tail resembles a Mule Creek, maybe mule bait sort of thing, like a Donkey Kong, or I don't know, maybe that's a bee vibe. I'm not sure. But this is the Temu version. And honestly, this is the first time I've ever used this particular trailer, and no clue if it'll work or not. But I figured with the watercolor being kind of this stained black looking, that maybe the brown would kind of stand out a little bit. So I'm just going to throw it, see what happens. The little paddle tail is going ballistic, so that's a good sign. I will say it is very interesting to me how this little strip, it kind of reminds me of like basically roadside drainage, and maybe that's what it really was intended for, but they turned it into a lake sort of feel. Again, so far though, I have not seen any kind of signs of fish. I don't even see any little ones, like, you know, little minnows in front of us. So with that being the case, I am uncertain what we'll catch out here, if anything. I don't see anybody else fishing, but I do see a lot of people walking their dogs and stuff like that. And with this, all I'm doing is literally throwing it out and slowly reeling it in. It's, you know, it's got that underspin with the little willow blade on it, so it kind of creates the action for the bait. I don't really have to do a whole lot of work other than reeling it. And the paddle tail on the back end of this bait is going crazy, so we're about to find out over here. This water, it's interestingly stained black. Maybe it's blue in my glasses. No, kind of looks black. So I don't know. It's very stained. It's not dirty because the water itself, I can see almost all the way to the bottom. So not sure why it is the way it is. Maybe there's trees in the water that cause that staining. I'm not sure. Okay, well, we're not seeing any kind of action on this at all, so haven't found any kind of fish action whatsoever. I am going to throw the other one back out and see if I can't get into some of the little areas over there. And just so you know, we are in the flight path of the airport, so you're going to hear some flyovers from these planes, which I'm probably sure you've already heard. Okay, so we've still got the root beer float color trout magnet on here under a bobber, and we're just going to work it across just like we have been and see what happens here. It is a breezy day, but the breeze seems to be up higher in the tree line rather than in the water right now. I can see the water moving down that way, so once we get over in that direction, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm going to move through this pretty quick if I don't start catching fish, because I don't want to waste my time in the areas that the fish are not. So if I'm not catching anything, then we're going to move pretty quick, give each spot about 10 minutes or so and see what happens. And if it looks safe, I'll try the underspin first, usually, just to see if there's any bass in the area. And then from there, we'll move on. And if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you know that Trout Magnet and I are best friends. It's my confidence bait. I go back and forth between colors, but the magnet bait itself, Trout Magnet, it really does for me everything. I've caught every kind of fish on it that I can possibly catch in this little area. Oh, there's a turtle. Okay, well that's cool. Some life at least. Oh, he just saw me and took off. Pew! So far, I've had the good luck to avoid catching or hooking any kind of turtle, which is great because I do not want to hurt them. They're beautiful creatures. I don't want to hurt them by any means. In California, one time I did hook a turtle on the leg, and that was so sad for me because it although he got off and we were able to get him removed from the hook, it was still it's not something you want to deal with. It's really sad when you hurt another animal that you're not trying to hurt. I don't try to hurt the fish either, but with fish, they typically the way you hurt them is they swallow the hooks. So try to avoid that if I can by using these little jig heads that allow the upward angle, and I use a smaller hook. So I think that's helpful in some aspects. Okay, well, we're not getting anything on this little area. I'm going to go to the right of me over here and work on the bank. Whoa, that was interesting. My float has dropped down by itself, apparently. Okay, we're in the holes. It's pretty secure. All of a sudden, I had like 8 inches between the bobber and the bait. Okay, so now I've got about 2 feet. We'll see if it happens again. There is a lot of tree pollen in the air again. I took my pill this morning, so I'm not as sneezy, but still sniffly sneezy with these spring allergies. Yeah, I'm not convinced that there's any fish in this area, so we're going to move on down after this cast. Because normally I would have had at least a bite by now, or at least some sort of action, a nibble, something. But I don't even see baby fish in the water, like, you know, minnows or anything like that. Okay, we're gonna call this the Jeffersons. Moving on down. All right, guys, we are down here on a little bit further down. We probably moved about 50 feet this time, simply because there was no line break in the trees to kind of fish the lake here. Now, I will say I just talked to some folks and they were talking about ducks. So there's ducks on the other lake, the other side of the lake. So we'll see if we run into those. But I'm using the trout magnet to start because I'm on precarious ground here. The angle of the bank is kind of steep and I'm not trying to, I don't know, I'm not trying to fall in really. I still don't see anything in the water, like fish action or anything like that. So I have no idea. Maybe I'm fishing the wrong side of the lake. I don't know. Maybe there is no fish on this side. I could be completely off my rocker fishing over here. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Well, we actually caught something. Oh, what did we get? Guys, oh wow, this is a nice crappie. And I mean nice crappie. Wow, guys. Wow. Okay. Look at that. That is the best crappie I've caught since being in Missouri. Holy crap, it's huge. Look at that, guys. That is a beautiful crappie. That's a beautiful black crappie. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to come around the camera and show it from this side so that I can see what you see. But oh my goodness, what a crappie. He is perfect. He's got to be 11, 12 inches. I mean, this is a good sized edible, keepable crappie. And if it was any other day, I probably would keep it, but I'm going to let it go because I'm just out here having a good time. But what a way to start the day, guys. Yay, that makes me very happy. Get back in the water, buddy. Thank you for playing, man. That was awesome. That's the best crappie I have caught since I moved to Missouri. And wow, that makes me so happy. I feel like a little kid, man. I had no idea there was crappie. Okay, so the internet did not tell me there was crappie. And I was, yeah. Wow, that's a good size one too. All the other ponds I've been to, they've all been like 6, 7 inches. And that was edible, keepable crappie right there. So that makes me so happy. That absolutely makes me happy. All right, we're going to give it a go again. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're just going to throw it all the way across and just slowly bring it back across the lake and see if we can pick up another one of those. Because, oh my goodness, I did not expect that at all. Wow, that makes me so happy. Whew. Finally got the adrenaline rush I've been looking for. Man, that's amazing. Oh. Oh. Guys, what did we do? Okay, we've run into something over here. Yeah, that's another nice crappie, it looks like. Maybe. It's fighting hard like a crappie. It's taking drag. Wow, this is a bigger fish too, for sure. Oh, he's fighting. Head shaking, everything. All right, yeah, come on. Stay out of the tree. Stay out of that tree. Stay out of there. Thank you. Oh, it's a good-sized bluegill. Holy crap, guys. Wow, that's a nice bluegill. Okay, so the target species that we've been after the whole time, bluegill and crappie, finally showed up over here. Wow, this is huge bluegill for, get it out. Come on, gotta get it out. There we go. All right, guys, I want to show this guy off. He is thick, and I mean thick. Like, wow, so thick I couldn't get a hold of him very well, and he's jumping around like a little booger. Let's see if I can get my thumb in his mouth. I sure can. All right, let's do that again. All right, look at that, guys. He is absolutely beautiful. Look at the colors on him. This is a male. He is definitely beautiful. And wow, we're going to throw him back. Thank you so much for playing, buddy. Holy cow. Thank you. Well, that just made my morning right there. Quick flurry action. Crappie and a bluegill back to back. And the bluegill was just perfect size. I mean, that, again, that's one I would probably take home and eat if I was doing that today. Bluegill is a delicious fish. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten that, but they are definitely something I have eaten a lot of in my life. My family, you know, we grew up in California and catch a lot of large bluegill out there. And yeah. Okay, well, we still have the trout magnet on, and we're still going to throw it out there again. Shoot. This is the spot, apparently, and it all seems to be right over there where the water kind of has a ripple on the side of the lake. So we're going to go back out that way and see what happens. My goodness, that was amazing. Quick flurry of action over here. And man, that makes me happy. Wow. Nice crappie and a nice bluegill. And I mean nice crappie too. That was big. And then the bluegill, it was so thick. I mean, that was almost a filleting size bluegill right there. So it's nice to know the fish are in here. You know, for a good half an hour this morning, we didn't even see hide nor hair of anything. So that makes me very happy. And, you know, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just slowly reeling it across the lake here and see if we can pick up another one. Oh, had a bite. And I yanked it out of its mouth, maybe? I don't know, but it went down. I missed it, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to have to change out this little body on here. In fact, maybe I can just turn it over, because it's got a hook tear. And yeah, the beauty of these baits is they're very durable, and I can just flip it over because it's the same on the other side as it is on this side. It's just a brown and white marbled effect on here, and there we go, right through there. And I don't know, you know, this is one I think I've used in the past, so I don't know how many fish I have previously caught on this particular body, but I try to reuse them if I can, because, you know, save money, and why spend the money if you're going to just waste them, right? So I throw them back in my tackle box, and I throw them right on top. So I usually grab the same one. Okay, we're bombing it all the way across the lake to the other side, and we're just letting the bobber do the work because the water is bouncing with the wind, and just slowly dragging it across this little spot over here and see if anything wants to play again. Man, I can't even tell you how happy I am right now. My little heart is beating like crazy over here. I've got an adrenaline rush going. And two fish back to back that are both, oh, and another one right here. Okay, guys, we got it. Wow. Okay, this is awesome. And it's a good size, whatever it is. It could be another bluegill. It could be another crappie. But holy crap, guys. It's another nice bluegill. Wow. Wow. All right, look at that. That's awesome.
Well, fishing, you gotta fish.
You know. Loving it, man. We're just catching and releasing though, so. All right, guys, look at that bluegill. I mean, oh my gosh. He is beautiful, and you can see how dark he is. The watercolor has a lot to do with that. Look how dark and beautiful that is. I mean, oh my goodness, that's a pure copperhead bluegill. I mean, I have pretty good sized hands, and that fish takes up the whole palm here. Absolutely beautiful. Could not ask for a better morning here now. 3 fish and 4 casts after that, so finally found the right place. We're going to throw you back in, buddy. Thank you for playing. Sorry for the release, guys. He's absolutely fine. He took off like a bullet out of there, but it's hard to get down to the water here because the bank is so steep. So I know you may not pick that up on the camera, but I drop down quite a bit when I go down here. And I'm trying to not fall in on top of it all. So, all right, guys. So yeah, here we are. This is a great little spot so far. And we're still using this brown and root beer float colored trout magnet, about 2 feet down from the bobber. I don't know if that's 2 feet anymore. It might have slid down to about 18 inches, but I'm not moving it at this point because we're catching fish. And I'm throwing it all the way across as far as I can. And we're right on the edge of the current, whatever the wind current, I guess you'd call it. It's not really current in a river, but I mean, like in a river, you know, it's a pond, so there's no current, but with the wind blowing, it acts as a current. And we're just kind of working our way back across and see what we get, because oh my goodness. The insanity of what we've had so far with the size of that crappie and the last 2 bluegill, that makes me so happy. I am absolutely happy here. Okay, so we didn't get any action on this drift here. We're still reeling slowly, see if anything is on this side that wants to play. Okay, so it looks like maybe I do need to go ahead and we'll move the bobber up a little more. I feel like this bobber is sliding down a little more than I'd like it to. And I may need to change up and retie because the line is a little bit squiggly, if you will, around where the bobber's been. But it keeps sliding down. So I moved it up. We're about 3 feet now, so we'll try this. See if it changes anything, and we are way out there. So this is where we've been catching them, right over there on the other side. So we're going to try again over here. Got to keep the line tight. It's really honestly amazing what you catch with the trout magnet. Honestly, I've never had a bait that caught so many different varieties of fish. And I didn't learn how to use this trout magnet until I got to Missouri. Honestly, I didn't even know it existed. I knew the crappie magnet was out there, but in the beginning of trout season here, because I've never fished trout, like stocked trout. I've always gone to, you know, rivers and that sort of stuff in California for trout. And here they stock them, you know, pretty regular in the park ponds and places and lakes and stuff like that. So I had to learn how to use it. So I went to YouTube, or I had to learn how to catch them mostly, but I went to YouTube, of course, to learn, because that's what I do. I watch a ton of YouTube videos, and that's what inspired me to start my own series. and I learned about the trout magnet, and I watched, Pistol Creek Pan Fishing and the Trout Magnet Man and all that, and I learned what they were doing, and I just was watching and watching and watching, and I said, you know what, let me give it a go. So I went and picked some up at the local Bass Pro Cabela's, and I picked up, I think actually what I did is I picked up my first panfish kit at like Academy, and then from there, that was like a $15 investment, but to me it was worth it because I got everything I needed and like 7 or 8 different colors and all that, and I was giving it a go just to test it out and see if I would like it. And I'll tell you, to be honest, I've ended up spending about $100 to restock my hooks and we got a little bite moving. Okay, no, I'm not gonna take it. Okay. Oh, maybe. Well, okay. So I've been trying to just kind of build up my little stockpile. All right, we got another fish. I don't know what it is, but we got another fish. It's a little one. It's a little one. It's not huge. I think it's a small bluegill. Oh, it's a little bass. Look at that, guys. 3 species day so far. Hallelujah. Look at that little guy. He's a little guy. All right. Calm down, buddy. We're going to get you off here. You going to let me do it or not? No? Okay. There we go. Let's get you off here. Come on. Get that release. There we go. We're going to show you off to the camera for a minute. You don't want to see the camera. Okay. Sorry, guys. Witness protection program. He doesn't want to be seen, apparently. But here we go. We've got this little guy. And I mean little tiny guy. But that's all right. I'm excited to catch a fish. So, hey, we're going to throw him back. Here you go, bud. Get back in there. All right. 3 species, guys. That's a bass, bluegill, and crappie now. All on this tiny little trout magnet bait. It's absolutely amazing. It is the most amazing bait I have ever thrown. And I am not endorsed by anybody. I don't care what they think of my opinion, but I'm giving it to you because I don't think I've ever used a bait where I actually catch so many different kinds of fish. And that is no exaggeration. I mean, all we need now is the catfish, and I've caught tons of those on Trout Magnet. So you just can't get a better bait for the setup here. And I'm literally just throwing a bobber. It's a weighted bobber to get it out there. I currently am using a 1/32 jig head, but the Trout Magnet usually comes with 1/64. I just had a different jig head on, so I'm using it. Obviously it works, and it's not that big of a deal. So, it's one of those things that I can't quit using it because it works so darn well. And I go to it when I need, a new spot because I need to feel confident in what I'm throwing. And right now, I'll tell you, I feel extremely confident in this bait. I mean, who wouldn't when you catch, 4 fish in one little spot that are completely all different species? And it's just incredible. Sorry, guys, we got kids and people walking around the trail here trying to make sure my stuff is okay. But holy cow, guys, I can't even tell you how happy I am right now to catch some fish. I love coming out here and making these videos. I love coming out here and being able to throw a bait on in a spot that I've never been and just start catching fish. Okay, we are right back out in that mix area where we've been catching them. So we're going to see if that's going to continue to happen. I mean, if you're catching fish, why move at the moment, right? The wind is definitely bouncing the bobber, so the jigging action is happening on its own. I don't have to do anything but give it slow reels in and let it do its thing. But man, am I excited. I feel like a little kid right now. My little heart's beating all happy and just going crazy. So, whew, all started with a nice, wow. That just hit my bobber, guys. I mean, literally like smashed my bobber. Like not the bait, but the bobber. Like I saw the fish jump at it. So I'm guessing that was a bass in a topwater something, but you know, it's hard to say. But I threw it back out. Let's see what happens. Wow, that's cool. So I found the spot in the pond where the fish are, so I'm happy about that. I honestly was getting a little, you know, downtrodden on the other side. Was a little worried I wasn't going to catch anything because I wasn't seeing any fish. I wasn't seeing any action. But here we are. Here we are. We've got 4 fish in this one spot now. So excited about that. You know, it's really funny. What's great is since moving here, I have been kind of bouncing around to haircut place after haircut place, trying to find the right one that I actually like the people and like the services and everything. And I found one, a Great Clips, right in the middle of the Bass Pro Shop parking lot. So I am going to go get a haircut this week. And guess where else I'm going to go? Yeah, Bass Pro. I need to restock some of my colors for these trout magnets and see if they have any new colors that I don't have. I use the heck out of these baits, man. And you know, you get the big bulk pack you get 50 of them. They're $5.99 a pack, and honestly, worth every penny. And you know, like I said, I've reused this bait, and I'm using it again because it works. And until I lose it in a snag, that's when typically I lose these baits. They don't ever wear out. I just turn it over and keep using it because it's the same color on both sides. And it's the simplicity of it, honestly. But I can't stop using them. And so, oh, that's a good takedown. Yeah, all right. We like that. All right. I don't know what this is, but man, another big crappie maybe? Uh-oh, he's trying to go in there. No, buddy. Come on, you got to get out of there. Holy crap, it's a good size crappie. Wow. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. What a beautiful crappie. This is what a crappie is supposed to look like, guys. I mean, oh my God. Wow, I cannot tell you how happy I am right now. Holy snakes. Wow, guys. Let me have your lip, man. Thank you. I don't know if I've caught a bigger crappie than this in Missouri so far. I have caught fish that were absolutely huge in Texas, but this is a Texas-sized crappie, and I'm not even joking. Oh my God, it's heavy, it's fat, it's beautiful. In fact, it's so nice that I'm going to grab the other phone and take me a couple of snapshots with this because I want to put this on my page. Morning. So yeah, let me get another picture of this. Holy cow, look at that beautiful fish. Look at that crappie, guys. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely beautiful fish. I can't even tell you how beautiful it is, and it's colored up like crazy. It's probably on its beds, but we're gonna let it go. All right, buddy. Thank you for playing, man. Oh, dropped my towel up here. I'm trying to feel away from my towel, and I dropped it. Holy cow, guys. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I am ecstatically happy Let me check this camera to make sure the angle's still good for you guys. Holy cow. We're going to keep throwing it out here because, yeah, why not? Huh. Wow, that one was so good it actually splashed water up on my glasses. So we're going to get that a wipe down real quick here. But man, oh, the adrenaline is flowing. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nothing better than catching big crappie and big bluegill like that. Man, oh man. Ah, I can't even tell you. My heart's beating like 90 miles an hour here. And I kid you not. Okay, so unfortunately, this is an example of why you have to change the bait out every so often. This probably, honestly, this particular body has probably caught 30 or 40 fish. And since I threw it back in my container, it's got some rips up the side. So I keep these and I use them for different purposes. Like I'll cut the bottom off and use it as like a spacer and stuff like that. So I'm going to switch this out and we'll be back. I'm not leaving this spot though. All right, guys, we're back on and tied a new body with root beer float color, the brown and white. And that sow bug experiment did not work for me. I did not catch anything with the sow bug color. So we gave that about 5 or 6 casts and no bites. So I'm going back to the root beer float that was working to see if it really is the color that makes the difference. This wind has come up quite a bit, and yeah, it's definitely helping the bobber move along the top of the water. I really don't have to do anything but reel in my slack here. Oh, and we got another fish. We got another fish. All right. So apparently it is the root beer float that they're after. Because I slid that sow bug color right down the same pathway and got nothing. Don't try and go there. Don't try and go there. Oh, it's a good one. Look at that, mama. Oof. That is a beautiful bluegill. Wow. It's a bluegill or a sunfish. Oh, well, this is my 5th one. I feel honored now. All right. So she just said she's never seen people actually catch fish out of here. So honestly, this is a great size bluegill. I mean, holy cow. Oh, I'm going to definitely get another snapshot of this one to take with me. But oh my goodness, guys. Look at that beauty. Look at that. She, I'm not sure, but oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful fish. Got a little sore on the back side. I'm going to put this one right back in the water. We're not going to worry about a fish, a snapshot with it, but beautiful, beautiful. Took off. Wow. That was incredible, guys. And all because I switched back to root beer float. I'm still in the same spot. That's my 5th fish. I mean, we've caught 3 species today. Bluegill, bass, and crappie. And good crappie. Not just any kind, but good crappie. Wow. This wind just picked up like you wouldn't believe. I had to make sure my camera wasn't falling over. Okay. So we've got everything we've caught today on this little root beer float color. And wow, I can't even tell you. I am ecstatic. This is like the best little spot. You know, I was stressing this morning that I wasn't going to catch anything because, you know, when you don't catch anything in your first 3 or 4 spots, you get a little discouraged. But then I finally found the right spot, and look at this, man. 5 fish in this spot and still going. And I'm just throwing it out there, letting the wind do the work on the bobber, and just reeling in my slack as it goes. Wow, I don't know if you can pick it up, but man, that wind is fierce. The news did say they were expecting strong winds today, but sometimes I ignore that because you never really know until you're out here. But so far, I have not let it defeat me. We've only had the camera fall over once, so that was a good thing. I've kind of got my tackle bag propped in front of the tripod now to help support it, so hopefully we won't lose it again. Oh gosh, here we go again, guys. We got a good one. Oh, good takedown. Yeah. Oh, this is a good fish. I don't know what it is, but it's a good fish trying to take me into the tree over there. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Thank you. Oh, it's a good bluegill. Wow. Wow. Man, talk about amazing. Man, holy cow, these are beautiful fish. Wow. Holy shnikes, guys. Look at the size of that bluegill. Wow. I'm going to try and nip it so that I can give you guys a better picture, but oh my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable. Just beautiful. And all because I went back to the root beer float. I cannot believe. Holy cow, guys. Good morning. Wow, guys. That's a beautiful fish. I just wanted a picture of it because, oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm catching these gigantic bluegill and crappie out of here. And yeah, I know we've had one little tiny bass, but oh my gosh, all the other fish have been huge. So we'll definitely be back to this pond again in the future to test out some different baits and stuff because, ew, that's gross. No idea what this is. Some algae sludge. All right, we've got the tangles out. I'm still about 3 feet down on this bait, and it's still the root beer float. Man, I can't even talk. Oh, I feel so energized. I can't even tell you. This wind is something, but I don't care, man. I'll play in the wind because I've got a nice open space in front of me, and the fish are biting. What do? Keep on going. Keep on going. But the adrenaline rush is something, man. Oh my goodness. And it's just been one after the other. I can't even tell you how happy this is making me. I had a couple of spots that I went out to during the week that I couldn't catch anything worth even, filming, to be honest. So coming out here and seeing these fish and putting it all together, it's just incredible. It really, really is. And it's not been, like I said, earlier today, I would have thought that the typical spots were, in the trees and kind of the end of the lake and the cove, but I did not get any action over there whatsoever. Come over here in the middle of the pond, and literally the middle of the pond, I'm getting bites like you wouldn't believe. So I don't know what's down there structurally. You can't see that far underneath, and the water is stained very dark. But it's unbelievable, guys. It really. Oh, that was a bite right at the end. Holy cow! Not sure what that was, but I missed it. I love the trout magnet. I can't even tell you guys. I've caught so many fish since I found this bait. And, oh, I love it. The simplicity is just unbelievable. You know, so many people make fishing harder than it has to be. And they'll put these, 5-pound weights on and try and throw it to the middle of the pond and all that craziness. But honestly, ultralight fishing, I love this. I've just got 4-pound test on here, a bobber, and a 32nd ounce jig head. That's it. That is absolutely the recipe for success with these fish. The lighter, the better. I fish this same setup everywhere I go. And everywhere I go, I typically catch fish. If there's fish to be caught, this is catching them right here. And that is no exaggeration. If anybody's watched all of my videos, you'll see that clearly. I catch fish everywhere I go, minus a couple of dead ponds. And even the dead ponds, I've still caught a fish. So, yeah, I am mad at this bait, that's for sure. Okay, we've drifted all the way to the middle over here. We're out a little bit closer to this side than we are the other side. So we're just going to let it do its thing and see if there's anything over in this area that wants to play too. It's starting to get a little warmer. It's supposed to be up in the high 80s, low 90s today. So we only got a couple more hours at the most that we're going to be out here. Because I don't need more sunburn. I already had enough sunburn at the beginning of my journey with this filming stuff. And I've got a pretty good base tan now, so. I'm a California boy, so tan and whatnot is normal for me, but wow, okay. Whew. I'm starting to the adrenaline's kind of wearing off now, so we need another fish to re-energize. The wind is just taking this bobber right along with it, and I love that action. Yeah, I don't have to do anything but just slowly reel it in. This is incredible. Let's get a bite, guys. Come on. Oh, we're right in the spot where we were getting bites, so let's see what happens here. See if I get a takedown. And you know what's funny is this trout magnet, not having to do a whole lot of work with it is incredible, first of all. But it also makes you feel like you know what you're doing because it does all the work for you. You really don't have to think about it. As long as you put it in the right spot and let it bounce around, it's going to do everything you need it to do all by itself. When the wind is blowing, it's just amazing. It really, really is incredible. I am, bug, get out of my face. Come on, man. Your friends have been leaving me alone. You too. And we're going to give it another couple of goes. I'm going to try and go a little farther to the right over here this time. Let's see if that makes a difference. And I'm riding the wind, so see if I'm maybe fished out the little area I was in, but I'm going to go a little farther right and see if there's any fish over here. And I might make this like a 2-day adventure, a 2-day video, because there's 2 little lakes over here that are supposed to be interconnected. And today will be day 1. Maybe I will just stop at the end of this pond and make a video with that, and then I'll do the second pond another day, just because I don't want to be out here in the heat of the day. I've got some other stuff I got to do today, so this has been incredible though, to catch these big fish, and I can't tell you how happy I am. So yeah, to me, I was questioning it because yesterday we had a pretty good storm roll through, and you know, springtime thunderstorms do a number on the water. It can change the whole eating pattern of these fish and make it so they don't bite. But that did not happen today. All right, guys, we moved down to kind of the end of this little lake area, and it's a bit of a steep bit drop off, but there's a small standing area right here that hopefully will support me. But I want to give this little trout magnet a try down here, because it's the end of the pond. You would think fish should be holding in the end of a pond like this, right? At least that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. All right, trying not to get snagged up in here, but could very well happen. And we've still got this root beer float trout magnet on. This is not a very wide space for casting, and not a very oh jeez, okay, my goodness, what do we got here? What do we got? Another crappie maybe, or a bass? This is a bass, a good sized pond bass. All right, come on buddy, come on, come on, come on, don't snap my line, thank you. All right, so we caught us another nice little bass. This is a much nicer bass than the last one. And I've got him, okay. Let go, buddy, let go. Why don't we let go? Okay, let's use my other hand. Sorry, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to get you out. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, check that dude out, man. He is perfect. Come around this side and put him on the other side so I can hold him here. There you go. Look at that. He's beautiful. He's not that big. He's probably 10, 11 inches, but big enough that I appreciate him playing. Thank you, mister. Going back in the water. There you go. He took off. He's good. Awesome. All on the trout magnet, guys. This is unbelievable. Honestly, unbelievable. And I couldn't ask for a better day. That's 2 bass, like 3 or 4 bluegill, 2 big crappie, and all on the root beer float trout magnet. How fun is this? I can't even tell you how much fun I'm having. And it was literally just a little shot over some trees in here. And we're going to try and throw it out before I go down. That way I don't fall. And I can go farther out. There we go. Actually, I'm just going to stay right where I'm at and see if we catch anything else. I can't believe we're catching all these fish on this little trout magnet and all these ponds. I tell you, I caught a ton of trout, but man, over the last few months, I have learned how to use this trout magnet for multiple species, and I catch a ton of fish on it. It's absolutely amazing. I probably should retie this, but I'm not going to, so I don't feel like doing that right now. Okay. Oh, see another turtle over here. That's interesting. Love when they just pop their head out of the water. Oh. Yeah, some of these ponds and lakes are better than others when it comes to the side being steeper or harder to get down to the edge of the water. This one happens to be pretty steep drop down on most areas. It's not like you can't get down to it. It's just you have to stand at a precarious angle with your feet, so your toes end up at the front of your shoes all smashed up. It's a little painful after a few minutes. Okay, well, we're not getting much action here, so we're going to give this a couple. Oh, wow. Holy crap. That came out of nowhere. Not getting much action, and all of a sudden, bam. It's a good sized bluegill. Holy crap. I mean, wow. My God, guys. Talk about massive bluegill. I am not kidding when I mean massive. This thing is probably as big as the one I caught at the other St. Charles Park. And I mean, holy crap. Holy crap. Wow. My God, guys, look at this monster. Wow. I mean, holy crap, he's got the bump on his head and everything. That is a full-grown man bluegill. That is seriously man-sized bluegill. I cannot even tell you. Wow. Holy crap. I'm going to take a snapshot for this. Wow. I am just blown away, guys. Blown away. Absolutely beautiful fish. I can't even tell you how monstrous this feels. All right, buddy, back in. Thank you for playing. Wow, right at the end of that run. Oh, this has been incredible. I can't, and there's a whole other pond I haven't even fished yet over on the other side that's looks just as inviting and beautiful as this one. I just can't wait. Yeah, I'm going to do a two-part video on this one for sure. And wow, all of that, every fish I've caught today on the root beer float trout magnet and a 32nd ounce jig head. Just incredible. Absolutely beautiful fish. Monsters. Some serious monsters today. So far, it's been a relatively snag-free day, and now that I say that, I'm going to get something, of course. Oh, what a fish. Takedown. Oh, yeah. This is awesome, guys. Look at this. Holy cow. Oh, it's taking drag. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, man. Oh, it's big. It's a big bluegill. Wow. I mean, monster. Holy crap, guys. Bigger than the last one, and that was huge. Wow, guys. Wow. Holy shnikes. Unbelievable. This is massive. I kid you not, guys. This is some of the best bluegill I have ever seen in my life. Oh my God. I'm getting my thumb in his mouth, and that's incredible. Wow, look at the size of that boy. Holy cow. My God, guys. Unbelievable. I can't even tell you how amazing this is. Wow. I am just in awe of the fish that I'm catching. I got to take another picture for this one. My God, guys. Look at the size of that. I can't even tell you how excited this is making me. I feel like a little kid, but oh my God, guys, the size of these things. There you go, back in the water, dude. Wow. That's incredible. This is the best spot I've come that's not like stocked with all the fish you got to pay for to catch sort of feel, you know? I mean, this is just a public park, public fishing spot. Freeway is right there. You can hear it. I can see it. I mean, unbelievable. And the simplicity of it. 3 feet under a bobber with a trout magnet. Wow, my adrenaline is back up. Wow, I can't, oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this is going to be interesting because if I catch a fish over here, I'm going to have to yank it up and over the top of a tree branch. And I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. So let's pull this in, and yank it up and over, and I just got myself so tangled up I'm not going to get out of it. Dagnabbit. Oh, that's not fun. Come on, come on. Let me see if I can grab the actual branch. Oh my God, I got it back, guys. Almost took a dive in, but I got it back. Okay. It's a tangled up mess, but truthfully, I'm happier that I got my stuff back than you can imagine. And it's not as tangled up as I thought. It came all undone. So all right. Well, that was one of those stupid me situations. I should have known better, and I do know better, but I still did it anyway. Yeah. But look, we still have the bobber, we still have a hook, we still have bait. We're still fishing. So we're going to give it one more cast, and then we're going to call it a day. All right, guys, we're calling it a day out here at Fox Hill Park. This was absolutely a beautiful day of fishing. Caught some crappie, caught some bluegill, caught some bass. 3 species today, all on the trout magnet. So absolutely wonderful day of fishing. You know, hey, if you feel it in your heart, please subscribe to my channel. Would really appreciate that. It would help me out a lot. And please watch my other videos. Give me a thumbs up on these videos. It really does help the algorithm show it to other people and get it shared with more and more and more. So would really appreciate that if you could. Thank you to everybody who watches. Thank you to YouTube for allowing me to post these on their platform. And y'all take care. Appreciate you.